Okay, so I just finished reading Serpent Mage, Volume 4 of the Deathgate Cycle, and Enemies by Decree, Friends by Fate. A lackey fell, writhing in pain, on the ground. The dragon snake's head hovered in the air, loomed over its victim. Haplo held his dagger. Instantly, Sama spoke a word. Glowing sigla surrounded the patron, closed like manacles over his hands and feet. "Let me go, you fool. I might be able to save them." "I will not fall for your trickery, patron. You don't expect me to believe you care about these mensch." Sama began to sing the runes. "Haplo, help us!" A lackey's screams rang in his ears. Haplo fought to escape his bonds, but the magic was too strong. And then, suddenly, the spell ended. "Go on, Haplo," said Alfred, standing beside him, stooped, body upright, thin shoulders squared. "Go to the children. Save them, if you can." A hand closed over his. Haplo looked down at his wrists. The manacles were gone. Dagger raised, he ran to face the dragon snakes. Excuse me. Serpent Mage takes place in the world of Chalestra, which is the world of water. And each land it's kind of similar to the first book, Dragonwing, only instead of air, like the land being separated by air, lands are separated by water. And I learned this from reading 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea many, many years ago, that the deeper you submerge yourself in the ocean, the darker it becomes. There is a sun in the world of Chalestra, but it is separated from the land by water, and it's just, there are certain points where the land masses overlap each other and becomes dark. But yeah, each land is separated by water, and when Haplo enters the world of Chalestra through Death's Gate, his dragon ship collides with the water. And an interesting note about the water on Chalestra, or in Chalestra, it nullifies Haplo's magic. And throughout the book, he meets a group of mensch, which I can't remember how many there are, but it's humans, elves, a human, an elf, and a dwarf. I know the dwarf's name is Grundle. There's two elves, who one is male, one is female. One is Lackey, and the other is Devon. And I can't remember what the human's name is. I think Devon. I'm not sure. But he meets them. And Chalestra is a Sartan world, ruled by the Sartan, and their leader goes by the name of Sama. And there is a plot, like in the plot of the book itself, there are dragon snakes. You don't see them on the cover or on the back of the book, but there are dragon snakes, and Serpent dragon serpents, dragon snakes, same thing. But Alfred from the last book, who is a Sartan, is somehow already ends up on Chalestra before Haplo does. And he's in the capital city by the name of Surinam. Alfred, later on in the book, we find out that he becomes known as the Serpent Mage. And the serpents, the sea serpents, or the dragon snakes, or whatever you want to call them, they side with the patron, Haplo. Because Haplo confronts them and asks them that their leader, the leader dragon snake, or the dragon snake king, I believe, who created them. And the dragon snake king, or the king of the dragon snakes, reply in saying that the patron, your kind, created us. And they side with the patron, but I guess they trick him. Like, they trick him into believing that they sided with him and actually attack the mensch that he had brought with him. Towards the end, towards the end of the book, what's his name? Alfred the mensch, Haplo, his dog, and the leader of the Sartan, which on Chalestra, he goes by the name of Sama, if I didn't already mention that, go to a landmass called Draknor. And upon Draknor, Sama decides to imprison both the patron Haplo and Alfred, because Alfred sided with the patron, and the patron, as we know, Sartan and the patron, their relationship is not very good. So, when the dragon snakes attack the group of the mensch, Alfred, being known as the Serpent Mage, transforms into a dragon himself and kills I think he beheads the king of the dragon snakes, leaving them leaderless. So the rest of the dragon snakes just retreat in fear. And that is the story of my review of the Serpent Mage, Volume 4 of the Deathgate Cycle. There are 3 more remaining that I have yet to read, but my next book is going to be Streams of Silver, Book 5 of the Legend of Drizzt, and Volume 2 of the Icewind Dale trilogy. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you tune in next time when I review Volume 2 of the Icewind Dale trilogy. Until then, take care, and thank you.